we are going to be arranging fraction. 1 over 2, 3 over 4, 2 over 5, and 1 over 3 in ascending order. Arrange 1 over 2, 3 over 4, 2 over 5, and 1 over 3 in ascending order. Now, what is the meaning of ascending order? Ascending order simply means from the smallest to the biggest, while descending order means from the biggest to the smallest. But according to the statements of this question, we are asked to arrange 1 over 2, 3 over 4, 2 over 5, and 1 over 3 in ascending order. Now, this is the difference between part 1 of this teaching, ordering of fraction part 1. Now, in the part 1 of this class, I saw how to arrange fraction in ascending order. And we discovered that in the part 1 of this teaching, all the denominators of the fractions are the same. But when you pay a close attention to these 4 sets of fractions, you discover that the denominators are different. Now, consider this as fraction A. Consider the second fraction as fraction B. Consider the third fraction as fraction C. And consider the fourth fraction as fraction D. You discover that all the denominators are all different. Now, what can we do? Very simple. Now, we ought to apply, a principle called common denominator method. So, I'm going to be using common denominator method to arrange this fraction in ascending order. That is, from the smallest to the biggest. Now, the first step here, is to find the LCM of the denominators. Is to find the LCM of the denominators, i.e. 2, 4, 5, and 3. So I'm going to be finding the LCM of 2, 4, 5, and 3. Now let's solve this. 2, 4, 5, and 3. 2 into 1, 2 in 4, 2. 2 cannot go in 5, as well 2 cannot go in 3. 2 into 1, 2 cannot go in 5, 2 cannot go in 3. 3 cannot go in 5, 3 can go in 3, 1, 5, 1, 1. So my LCM is 2 times 3 times 5. Now 2 times 2 will give me 4. 3 times 5 will give me what? 15. And 4 times 15 will give me 60. So the LCM of all the denominators is 60. Now, what do I do from there? Second step, very simple. Second step. Now we are going to find the equivalent fraction using the denominators. Now, fraction A is like this, 1 over 2 equals to 60. So I'm going to find the equivalent fraction of fraction what? Fraction A, which is 1 over 2. Now, 60 divided by 2 will give me 30. 30 multiplied by the numerator will give me 30. As well, fraction B. What is fraction B? 3 over 4 equal to what? The LCM, which is 60. Let's find the equivalent fraction. 60 divided by 4 will give me what? Will give me 15, right? And 15 multiplied by 3 will give me 45. And fraction C as well is 2 over 5 equal to 60 as well. When I use 60 to divide 5, it will give me 12. 12 multiplied by 2 will give me 24. And the last fraction is what? Is 1 over 3. I do the same thing. 60 divided by this will give me 20. And 20 multiplied by 1 will give me 20. Now, pay attention. You discover that all these fractions has the same denominators now. The denominator of fraction A is 60. The denominator of fraction B is 60, the denominator of fraction C is 60, and the denominator of fraction D is 60. That is why we say common denominator. And don't forget that when the denominators of 2 or more fractions are the same, the smallest fraction is the fraction that has the lowest number of what? Of numerator. Or the biggest fraction is the fraction that has the highest number of numerator. Now, when you consider this first set of fractions, the fraction A is 30 over what? Over 60. Fraction B is 45 over 60. Fraction C is 24 over 60. Fraction D is 20 over 60. Now, this is the smallest fraction. Why? Because the numerator is 20. Followed by what? Followed by fraction C, which is 24. Followed by fraction A, which is what? Which is 30. And what followed by fraction B, which is 45. So the question says, arrange this set of fractions in ascending order. And don't forget, ascending order means from the smallest to the biggest. Now, what is the smallest fraction here? 1 over 3. Followed by 2 over 5. Followed by 1 over 2. And what? And followed by 3 over 4. This is the best way to find or to arrange